You damn twig snappers! People are trying to sleep.
The tasty smell of the start of a weenie roast. I need to get me some kielbasa and White House.
Seven-letter word for long and hard. Starts with an A. What is this? I know this. What would be long and hard?
Arduous! And it's a little long, and all those vowels make it hard.
Birdman! Pant! You're here for the duplex! It burned down!
Peter-Potamus, you're under arrest for the arson of this guy's half a house.
Harvey, help me! I didn't do it! Well, I mean, the fire was going out, so I threw your mailbox in to keep it going a bit longer for my s'mores, but I didn't start it!
Ordinarily, I'd turn down a case while busy with something else. But seeing how this hippo saved me in a case, I need a good lawyer, now!
Hey, anybody got an extra set of trousers? Damn intern ripped my good chinos!
Save me!
Yeah, sure.
And even saved my life.
Birdman's drowning! All right, what'd I do? What'd I do?
What are you...
1,000! 1,000!
I have to. I'll take the case. Volturo.
Birdman, is it not enough that you taste by having your duplex? Now you have to suffer by losing to me.
Oh, Henry! Mwah.
Oh, cute. An air kiss. Followed by an air fondle, air squeeze, and then finally an air...
Order! Order in the courtroom! Presenting evidence. Thank you, Your Honor. Now, I would like to... Mr. Peter-Potamus to the stand.
Okay, don't say anything. Got it? The less you say, the better our case.
Now, Mr. Potamus, if you wouldn't mind, jury and the world, your total and complete guilt in this case?
I am sorry. I will not admit to anything because I have a bad case of laryngitis. Therefore, I cannot talk. Good day, then.
But you just... this is preposterous. Your Honor, if I could, I demand the defendant admit to the crime. I demand it.
Mr. Bam Bam, does your defendant have laryngitis?
I think he meant to say bronchitis. Wait, that's the seven-letter word beginning with A.
Yeah, what he said.
You mean an inflammation of the bronchial tubes caused by excessive smoke inhalation. Laughable. No further questions, Your Honor. He did it.
Mr. Bombs over Baghdad, you're up.
Ladies and gentlemen, sure, my client appears to be a callous, privileged, sticky mess of a hippo, but he is also A person of special needs. A man on a journey through life without the aid of fingers or thumbs, and therefore incapable of starting a fire.
If it pleases your honor, why don't we just ask someone who saw the whole thing happen?
Would a Mrs. Gigi Quackenbush Lopez Finderstein David Peck Wong Birdman Mytor? What? Please take the stand.
Gigi! Wife, I think. What are you doing?
If you would, please tell the court what you saw that fateful evening when...
Of course. Harvey Birdman and I recently got back together. We're married, you know. Anyway, I was returning from my butcher's house, when I saw a small fire on our porch. I saw that hippo just standing there with those matches in his hand.
You mean that in conjunction with the book of matches found at the scene, this testimony puts Potamus on the scene with intent? Nothing further!
I think I get a cross-examination or something, right?
Well, no doubt. You need to hammer down, good buddy. You are in the granny land looking for beaver. Watch for bears. Over.
I'll take that as a yes. If it seems that the defendant is This matchbook, found at the scene of the crime, my house.
Sure, looks like a matchbook to me.
Don't you find it strange that my client would put his own name and phone number on the very matches he used to burn my house and leave them there for all to find?
Not really. He was probably gonna give them to some intern.
Nah, I was gonna give them to Savannah over at Boobies.
Aha! Ixnay on the atches, May.
No, I mean I was gonna give them to Savannah until I saw Gigi. I gave him to her at the weenie roast at your place, Birdman. She asked for him, and I, being a gentleman, obliged. Plus, it's not like I could ever use him without thumbs at all.
So that does place Gigi at the scene of the crime with the book of matches. Wait, but why?
Bird girl to the rescue! I found a new piece of evidence.
It's a cigarette lighter with the initials PP engraved on the side. I found it at your house, Birdman.
Oh, thanks for that evidence. That's great. For the other side...
A cigarette lighter with Mr. Potamus's initials on it at the scene of the conflagration. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I believe that this is what we refer to as a smoking gun.
Or some people I know call it a lighter.
Something here just doesn't make sense. Did she say she was my wife again? Because maybe she could help me with that 7-letter word.
Would the witness please rephrase her testimony for the court?
I can change my testimony. I pulled up in front of our place and saw Petey. Whatever. He was lighting a fire by the front door using that lighter. I drove off to get help from my precious husband, Harry.
Oh? Where did you drive for help?
I drove down the street and dialed 911 on my cell phone.
I can't believe I processed incriminating evidence against Birdman's client. Now there's no way Birdman can win this case on his own. He needs me and the Bird team now more than ever. I will make up for this, but how? How?
Sorry.
I know! 911! That's it! I'll get the recording, we'll find out her story doesn't check, and I will save this case! To the burglar! This will do it, Birdman! I found new evidence which will convict Potamus for good! I mean Gigi.
Thanks, I think.
Hey, there's like a duplex on fire.
Oh, okay. What is the address?
I'm not really sure, but it belongs to Birdman.
Okay, ma'am. Would that be a Henry or Harvey Birdman?
Oh, it's Harry.
Oh. Okay, well, according to our directory, there are no Harry Birdmans in the area. I'm sorry, is this Gigi?
Yeah.
Hi, it's me, Scott.
Hey, you. How you doing? I didn't know you were working tonight.
Yeah, only a few more hours. I'll see you later.
Yeah, you will.
This evidence says you made the call at 12:30 a.m. That's exactly an hour and a half after you said you saw Potamus setting the fire.
Well, here's what happened. I drove to the birdcage to see if you were there. You weren't, but there was this suspicious guy with an eye patch who I flirted with. I mean, watched for like an hour because I thought he had something to do with the fire. He didn't. Then I drove to Peanut's house to see if he was awake. He was. Or at least he was by the time I left. Oh. And that is when I called 911 to report the fire.
So you pretty much let my house burn down? All my stuff gone? My Belle Biv Devo collection? My coupons?
The thing I sent him?
That thing he sent me? Wait, what thing?
A prenuptial agreement between Harvey and Gigi saying she gets half of any insurance claim.
What? Wait! There's the motive!
So, seeing as you don't keep track of things I send to you, I brought a copy with me.
You may have motive and access to the crime scene and a reasonable time frame and opportunity, but I have proven that the fire was started with Potamus's engraved lighter. That lighter is integral to winning this case.
So you are telling the court that the owner of the lighter is the arsonist. Isn't that right, Volturo? Have you attempted to use the lighter? This is nothing more than one of those trick lighters that squirt water. Here, let me show the court. So, as you can plainly see, that man is on fire, and therefore this is not a trick lighter. While these may appear to be Peter Potamus's initials engraved on the lighter, if you flip it over, tilted at a 90-degree angle while gleaming it towards the sun and possibly wear an eye patch, the initials clearly read GG.
By the great God of horn gods, I declare this case over.
I can't believe it. We won!
See? I told you we could do it.
We won! We won!
So, who won?
Eeny, meeny, miny, Birdman.
Well, Potamus, it looks like I'll have to crash at your place for a while.
Sure, but you have all that insurance money coming to you. Too bad Gigi gets half.
Actually, I get all of it.
It turns out Harry Birdman signed this prenuptial agreement, and I would like to take this time to tell everyone that I am not Harry.
Ha ha ha! Quadruple entendre! At least in French it is.
Who goes there? Welcome to
7 and 7 after hours. The building's completely deserted, so if you're here to deliver a package and or rob us, there's no one here to sign for it / stop you. Have a great night!
Morning. What's on the docket for... Love what you've done with the place. Very airy. Wait. Where's my desk?
Yeah, I think I'd be more concerned with the stuff that was in the bottom drawer.
You saw those?
You tell me, HB, what might be wrong with this little picture of yours?
We're going zen. Very minimalist. I like it.
Nice. That'll cut down on all that silly "we've been robbed" fuss.
Peanut, we've been robbed!
You think? Let's not be hasty now. Hey, I'm just happy they didn't get my computer. Or this stack of money.
Some of that stuff was irreplaceable. My mask balm was in there. My big box of rubber bands. All gone. Jackie, give me the police department. Jackie? Let me use your computer to email Jackie. Hey, why wasn't your computer stolen?
Blind justice? Do we really need to involve the cops in this?
If not the police, who'd do it?
Go ahead.
I'll take the case.
Perhaps I should move to another location and look for more evidence.
On your hands!
Wait! I didn't do anything wrong. Not yet. Harvey! Help me out here. Say something.
Wait, I'm an attorney and he's my client.
Yeah, he's my... Wait, what?
What are the charges?
Robbing your office!
Take him away, boys.
No, wait! I don't do well in tight spaces with lonely men.
Just as I suspected. The coffee cup on Peanut's desk came from Javalux. Also, just as I suspected, this trash coffee cup is disgusting. Ew! Just as I suspected. The coffee cup on Peanut's desk came from Javalux. Also, just as I suspected, this trash coffee cup is disgusting. Ew! I found something. What's this look like to you?
Oh, I'm sorry, were you saying something?
It's a greasy bag attached to a child's boxer shorts, and it's under pieces of my intercom, which means...
Babe, whoever stole the stuff dropped the boxer/bag. Babe.
Right.
Don't be shy. get up close and do some examining.
These smell like they belong to some wild animal. Oh, you know I don't mean it like that. There's something familiar about this. This grease smells like peanut oil.
Is that in the bag too, or just the boxers? Hey, they're not mine. That's not enough wrapping for my package.
Package! Special delivery! Take it to the back door!
Someone's here. Maybe I should talk to them.
We've been robbed!
You too?
No, we, as in the bird team.
Oh, yeah, right.
Have you found any clues?
I have this triple-duper grande coffee cup from Javalux, which I found on Peanut's desk.
Couldn't that just belong to Peanut?
He's an ex-barista. He grinds his own.
Ha ha! Coarse grinding.
I also found these boxers and this greasy bag trapped under my intercom, which lay shattered on the sidewalk. Plus a set of car keys and this stack of money. Oh, and this. Think it could mean something?
Of course. So, for evidence, we've got a greasy bag / pair of boxers, a coffee cup, a set of keys, a stack of money, and a death ray console that runs on tubes. I'll round up the suspects and see you at the jail.
You, the object of my wrath.
Really don't have time for this now.
Hey, love what you've done with the place. Very minimal. Now, if you need furnishings, just let me know. I sell a bunch of stuff online.
I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, I lost a couple of things recently. Let's see here. One was a calfskin glove.
Haven't seen it.
Shucks. Oh, and I left my death ray somewhere.
It's right there by the window. Lock up when you leave. McGilla Gorilla? You?
We're just questioning him right now. Technically, he's a person of interest.
Don't you mean gorilla of interest?
Can you tell us where you were last night around midnight?
That's easy. I stopped to get a triple-duper grande at the Javalux on my way back to the pet shop.
Wow, that's a lot of caffeine.
Well, I'm a lot of ape. Unfortunately, I spilled most of the coffee on me and got a bad burn.
That gorilla got grilled.
It's bad enough when he does the puns. Please continue.
I stood straight up, and the burn set in that way. I couldn't sit down all day.
But you're sitting now.
I spent the morning putting ice on it until I turned purple. I guess that made me a grape ape.
I think someone else holds the trademark on that.
Show him the evidence. That'll break him.
What evidence?
The evidence that links him conclusively to the crime? The evidence our whole case against him is based on?
This cup of coffee.
It can't be. Maybe the bad burns put me in a state of confusion. If I were a fish, I'd be guilty.
I'll see you in court.
Sorry.
Secret squirrel? You?
You were there when they arrested me.
Just questioning.
Oh.
I'm innocent. I didn't do anything wrong.
You stole from me.
Stole what? You don't have any evidence to prove that.
When the police arrested you, this fell out of your trench coat.
I didn't mean to. Wait. That's my mask bomb for my dry, chapped mask eyes.
Oh, I get chapped eyes from my mask, too. I guess anybody could have bought that.
This is ridiculous. I've been good. I followed every term of my probation since you failed to get me off on those flashing charges.
You were caught on tape.
I didn't say I didn't do it, just that you failed to defend me.
Midnight last night. Do you have an alibi?
Sure. I was on a stakeout at Javelux. Heard there might be a gorilla that was scalding himself for insurance money.
Have any luck?
I struck out. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. I got too hungry, so just before midnight, I grabbed a bag of nuts and went home.
These nuts came in a bag?
A bag of nuts isn't a bag of nuts without a bag, Birdman.
That links you to the crime scene.
How?
We found this underneath my intercom right in front of 7 and 7.
That could be anyone's.
What about these?
Ah! My boxers!
We'll see you in court.
Wait, there's a third suspect, X. Aren't you gonna question him? See what he knows?
Yes, you're right. I'll go right away.
I'm right? I'm right! I can't believe you're really gonna march right up to your archenemy who's only been trying to steal your crest for years just to prove your other client's innocence.
On second thought, you're right.
It would be dumb to go looking for trouble. I'll deal with X later.
Sigh. The police gave me his home address.
You want me to go visit the home of the guy who spends his every waking moment trying to steal my crest? Ha! I'd be better off sleeping with the rats.
Harvey, what are you doing on that side?
Prosecuting, Your Honor. My office furniture has been stolen, and one of the two defendants is the guilty party.
Uh-huh. Which one?
Is it okay to say, I'm not sure?
Okay. It's fantastic! Any chance we can find them both guilty?
I'll do my best.
Mr. Freezoid, you've got red team this week.
Hey, Your Honor, love to help you out, but I've already prepared a killer prosecution. Besides, admit it, it'd be pretty fun to see Birdman defend the people accused of stealing from him, am I right?
Compelling. Harvey, I appoint you to represent the defendants.
But, Your Honor, I'm the victim in this case.
Fascinating. But hey, you're a defense attorney. They're your defendants. Defend away! Mr. Prosecutor, your case.
I'd like to call Secret Squirrel to the stand. Hey, cool hat, love the eye thing. Where were you last Thursday evening around midnight?
I was staking out the Javelux, looking for signs of a serial coffee scalder. I took a meal break just before midnight. Nothing beats a nice walnut cashew party mix at a time like that. I spent some time scouting out the ladies while I finished my snack. The stakeout turned into a strikeout, so I went home.
So, these nuts came in a bag?
Of course! I grabbed myself some nuts in a bag and devoured them as I finished up my stakeout.
Here is a bag found at the scene of the crime, under the remains of my intercom, attached to a pair of tiny boxers.
Ah! My boxers!
Harvey, didn't I just ask you to defend this man? What are you exactly? Oh, never mind.
You did?
Well, so far, you've done an excellent job of prosecuting him. Now give it another whirl from the right side this time, or I'll find you in contempt of court, and you'll end up sharing a cell with the gorilla over there.
Think. There must be something in the evidence that proves this bag is not Secret Squirrel's. These may be your boxers that were crammed into that paper sack, but tell us, what kind of nuts did you say you had, Secret Squirrel?
A walnut cashew party mix.
Then this bag couldn't possibly be yours, because this bag is covered in peanut oil.
What? I'm allergic to peanuts.
Don't worry, there's no more nuts left in the bag.
But I get sick from even trace amounts.
Say, what now?
I think I'm going into prophylactic shock. Peanuts. Why did it have to be peanuts? Ugh.
All right, medical recess until the squirrel recovers.
But, Your Honor, my client is clearly innocent of the charges filed against him.
And just how is that, exactly?
The peanuts! He couldn't have eaten what was in that bag. It would have killed him on the spot.
Damn. Harvey, you're right. Nice recovery. Not guilty. We'll reconvene to try Magilla Gorilla for the crime instead.
Phil still hasn't replaced my stuff. Why is that still here? And why is it blocking my window? Thanks, Mrs. Eliminator. This is both creepy and flattering. Yeah, well, maybe this thingamajig fits into the whatchamacallit thing here. Uh-oh. This looks harmless enough. Whoa, good thing it fired harmlessly outside.
Magilla Gorilla, what is your beverage of choice? Coffee. And more than coffee, Javalux coffee. Now, I have your sworn affidavit that you were in the vicinity of the building purchasing a coffee in a paper cup identical to the one found at the crime scene around midnight the evening of the burglary. Sure. Well, then why don't you go ahead and just admit that you did it?
All right, you got me. Now can I go home to Mr. Peebles?
Yay! Well done. Guilty as charged.
Wait, can't we hear some actual testimony here? There's nothing for me to poke holes through.
I had just gotten off of work. I stopped at the Javalux across from 7 and 7 to pick up a coffee before going home. I spilled some of the hot coffee on my lap. Fortunately, I ordered a triple duper grande and still had some to drink. I stood right up and then couldn't sit down. The pain made everything kinda hazy. That must have been when I robbed Birdman's office.
How do you know you robbed my office?
Isn't that what I'm charged with? Should I confess to something else? I'm confused.
You couldn't have robbed my office. It's impossible. The coffee you spilled on yourself prevented you from sitting down or even bending over. You wouldn't be able to fit through my door.
I suppose that's true. I didn't do it then?
Well done, Harvey. I'd like to pronounce our primo primate friend here.
Objection. I'd like a chance to further question the witness.
Spoil sport.
Mr. Gorilla, you say you could not bend over at the time of the crime.
Yes, that coffee did it to me.
Can you climb, Mr. Gorilla?
Like a monkey.
Could you climb up through the window of Mr. Birdman's office?
So that's how I did it.
Exactly.
Objection! I can prove he didn't do that.
Really, how?
There was something that would have gotten in his way. When I came into my office this morning, I saw X's death ray machine blocking the windows. There's no way Magilla Gorilla could have gotten past it.
Hoo-hoo-hoo! Not guilty again! Harvey, you're on a roll.
Am I interrupting anything?
Come on in, Birdman. You're the man of the hour.
Oh, who's the stiff?
Birdman. Just what this party needs. More sausage in the soup.
Oh, so you're a real animal, they tell me.
I'm a primate.
You know, I still don't have any clue what happened to all my stuff.
Then let's figure it out. Oh, this'll be great. Court is in the hot tub.
All right, but I want to prosecute this time. It's my stuff we're talking about here.
I call defense.
Done and done. Harvey, call your first witness.
Peanut?
Oh, yeah, I'll testify. As long as I don't have to actually stand.
Deal. Go.
I call Peanut to the stand. Bubble Jet. I know you had something to do with this. Come clean.
Okay, here goes. I didn't steal anything, period. How's that for a testimony?
Come on, Peanut, play along. Tell us what you did that night.
I was playing darts at the birdcage. That's where I ran into X the Eliminator. He seemed a bit intoxicated, so I offered to look after his death ray device. Oh my. I would do the same for any friend.
So, you're friends with X the Eliminator?
Well, by friend, I mean more like business associate. Then there would need to be the right reasons.
What about 1,000,000? Or at least 1,000 reasons?
Yeah, those would be the right reasons.
did you get that thing all the way back to my office by yourself?
I drove.
You don't have a car!
I know, I drove X's car.
So that explains those keys.
Yep, regular old car keys.
Let's see what X has to say about all of this. Next witness.
That's my line. Line taker!
Can I call X to the stand?
Better!
Oh.
Spill it, baghead.
Can you tell us what happened that night?
I was out celebrating the opening of my new business, and I suppose I may have had a few too many. Now, I asked Peanut if he'd watch after my death ray machine for me. I don't remember what happened afterward. And now I find myself accused by you of robbing you blind. Me, your #1 fan. A foe. I mean foe. Ah.
Did you give him these keys?
Yes, they're to the mother's escort. God, damned escort.
Would those in fact be keys to a moving van rented out by this company?
Yes, how did you... It's so hard to talk about. But I'm finally moving into a place of my own.
Say, tell me more about this place you're moving into.
Well, I finally decided to move out of my mother's basement. I needed a moving van, and I paid Peanut to lend me a hand with lugging everything. My arms are so sore from packing and moving that I can barely move them. Anyway, it's a quiet little place. It's on the water with an amazing view.
What kind of view do you have in an underground lair?
Darn it! That was supposed to be a surprise. I had a whole set of death traps installed just for you.
So, X, where did you get the money for something like that?
Oh, shut up. You know what I did. You've known it all along.
I did? I mean, yes, I did.
Just do it. Do it! Lay down that final piece of evidence, that last piece of the puzzle that will reveal my crime and seal my fate.
So, myharveyobsession.com, we buy/sell Harvey Birdman memorabilia. Huh?
Damn you, Birdman! You foiled my plans once again!
I still have some questions, though.
Let me. X's nefarious plot was to auction Harvey's stolen stuff off to the highest bidder, which, since it was all worthless to anyone but Harvey, would be Harvey. Then X hoped to make a bulk trade, the missing office furniture, or Harvey's crest, I am brilliant.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Well, everybody, everything's back to normal. And Peanut, X, do you have anything to say to me?
Drawing a blank? Something to do with you loaning me your crest?
No, you can thank me for not pressing charges.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could. But I won't!
One question. There was something found on 2 pieces of evidence that wasn't explained at trial, and that was... peanut oil, both on the nutsack and on the coffee cup. How did that happen?
It's not a nutsack if it don't have nuts in it.
Nutsack! Ha ha! Finally getting that.
And the coffee cup with peanut oil?
Yeah, that was mine. And that wasn't oil. Although it was a peanut derivative.
So, what are you doing here again?
You know, the hippo made out with like all the women in accounting. That is good TV. Don't you have a girlfriend or maybe even a hot little boy toy? We can film the two of you whipping towels at each other.
Birdman, I was told that the documentary was a little lacking on your side. We have to show these people just how much we put on the table each day. The dangers of the job. The sexy dangers. Like a crocodile in a miniskirt.
Dangers?
Camera boy, come with me. I'll show you how we cull the herd. Interns beware.
This reality show thing is getting out of hand.
Yeah, Phil asked me to replace the Dijon in the break room with mustard gas.
Survival of the sexy. Ha ha!
Mr. Birdman, I need your help.
Oh, hey. Hey, buddy, what brings you in here? Chief?
My name was not the Judo, and then we changed it to chemical castration. But I wanted something to make me feel tough, so I changed it to nail gun.
Nail gun?
Well, when you're snapping wood, you need a nail gun.
So what are you in for, nails?
Apparently, there's also a gangster named Nail Gun that robbed a bank. They think it was me.
Well, how hard can it be to prove a tiny duck didn't commit a bank robbery? This is a case of mistaken identity. I'll take the case.
Sorry I'm late. Flat tire. Anyway, this is the case of State versus Nail Gun. Let's just get on with it.
It's all pretty cut and dry. Someone going by the name of Nail Gun robbed the Iron Safe Bank on 3rd with a heist note. Then they picked up this duck going by the name of Nail Gun, and he signed a confession.
Oops. That wasn't very good.
Plus, a statement recorded at the scene of the crime claimed the masked robber was short and talked with a lisp.
I don't really see how the robber having a mask comes into play in this case at all. I mean, how many people in their day-to-day lives have to wear masks to get their job done?
The bird is right. The mask is inconsequential. Scratch it from the list!
My client doesn't have a lisp.
What, are you kidding me? Hey, Duck, do you think you have a lisp?
Yeah, maybe he has a bit of a lisp.
He has a horrible speech impediment, obviously referred to as a lisp by the witness. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Your witness, Birdman.
About a week ago, I decided to change my name to Nail Gun. Before I knew what was going on, I was arrested for robbing a bank. They made me sign a confession note, or else I would be in big trouble. I'm sorry everyone is so mad at me. Oops. That wasn't very good.
This one with the chicken scratchings?
Yes, Mr. Bird, sir. They said if I didn't sign it, I would get the electric chair.
I think this confession note says it all.
The duck signed a confession note admitting to the crime. How do you think that proves his innocence?
Simple. This is my client's handwriting on the confession note. Be it hard to decipher, it proves that this duck did not rob the bank.
What? Ridiculous. How?
The handwriting doesn't match. The heist note is written in a flowing script, where this confession note is written with webbed feet.
Point taken. Very perceptive, Birdman. Nothing escapes you, does it?
It doesn't take a real lawyer to see this duck is innocent.
So, are you claiming that you're not a real lawyer, Birdman? Do you have your legal license with you, by chance, to prove it?
I, left it in my other briefcase.
Seriously? You tried a case without your legal license? That's grounds for imprisonment.
Oh, God, fine, whatever. Is it lunch yet? Bailiff, take him away.
Wait, I have my correspondence school diploma at the office. I just need to go to the office.
Birdman, have someone bring me your diploma, and I'll release you from prison. Maybe!
I'm in jail. Again! How could this happen? My career, my professional image, my life! That's it! I have to call Peanut and ask him to get my license to mentor. Hey, buddy. Just need to sneak a quick phone call.
You don't have phone privileges.
Oh, discipline. I admire that. I'll tell you what. In exchange for the call, I will give you my, pudding pack from lunch. Huh? It's vanilla.
Look, one of my snitches informed me that someone is planning an escape. Find out who, and the phone is all yours.
You have a deal.
Hey, you. Are you the new guy everyone's talking about?
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Excellent. Check this out. I need you to call this phone number.
That's toilet paper.
I usually ought to apply. Paper is paper. Just call the number and ask the man who answers to take out the garbage. Got it?
It seems like a job for someone else.
No. You're gonna do it. You don't have no choice.
I'm not getting caught up in your evil schemes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who said anything about evil? Did you hear him call us evil?
So is this an 888 or a 555? So, what have you been up to today? Making friends? Oh, that's an interesting cucumber you have on your bed.
I'm on garden detail. You tell anyone I'm smuggling cucumbers, and I'll kill you.
How do I get to this garden?
You know what? I'll just look around and find it.
Ahoy! Doing a little gardening?
Intense. A cross-pollination of bird and man. A Birdman, if you will.
Harvey Birdman. And I will.
Hello. I'm number 2. Does the Birdman desire a genetically evolved potato? It is both delicious and filled with the power to get you through the day. More power than you could ever dream of.
Genetically evolved? Oh, that sounds dangerous.
I'm just cracking open the potato potential by increasing their natural electrolytes, filling them with power, surging their abilities, making them supreme among the tubers.
So that means there's something in them?
Nope, just 100% Idaho goodness.
So, do you tend to this garden by yourself?
I have full access to the garden. However, some jerk decided to dump all these blue rocks onto it. It'll take me days to clear them all off.
Whoa! 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 Hey, buddy. Do me a favor and don't mention this little fiasco to anyone in C Block. I got a rep to maintain. Okay? Okay?
Yeah, sure thing. What happened?
Every now and then these things get a mind of their own. They speed up, slow down, go backwards.
Really?
Yeah. There have been a lot of strange electronic glitches around the prison lately.
Look what I found in the garden! Blue rock!
Congratulations. You found a bunch of trash. Now get it out of here.
I know you're hiding something behind your back. You leave me no choice. There you have it, the evidence you've been looking for. Someone was digging a tunnel.
Wow, amazing work, Sherlock. Now just tell me whose cell you found this in and you can use the phone.
I found it in... It was those guys.
Those little guys?
Yeah, I found it in their cell.
Those little bastards. I knew it.
Okay, then.
Hello?
I have a message from some peeps on the inside. I was told that you should probably take out the garbage.
Consider it done.
So it's been you.
I was calling my mom.
You're losing all your privileges from here on out.
There's got to be something I can do to fix this.
Not unless you're a lawyer.
Really? It just so happens that I am. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law, at your service.
Well, conveniently, we're having an in-prison court case in like 5 minutes. We'll forget about this little incident if you act as the prosecutor.
Really? Sure. On one condition, though. I want you to send someone to my office to get my legal diploma.
Fine. If you can win the case, we'll escort you.
So, what's the case?
The electronics are on the fritz. We think one of the prisoners has some sort of superpowers.
Yeah. Like the lights flicker while I walk at night through C Block. It's really scary.
We even found a cell unlocked.
So, I just need to find out what's causing these electrical disturbances. I'll take the case. Let's get started. So, what's this case about? Who am I prosecuting?
Birdman? I was almost done with my community service. Go to your happy place, Mintalk. Go to your happy place.
How can this be a fair trial? He's a real lawyer, and I'm not.
That sounds good. I judge in favor of the defense. Case dis-
Wait! Just give me a chance. Please, if I don't win as a lawyer in this case, I'll never get out of jail to prove I'm a lawyer in another case.
Does this seem like convoluted circular logic to anyone else here in the room?
I'd like to call Dum Dum to the stand.
It looks like this defendant is being accused of manipulating electrical devices using his mind? So, the little doggy is an electrical mind taker, huh? Well, can you do this, you overgrown remote control? The fluorescents are now soft lights. Beat that, doggy!
Dum Dum, if you would please give us your testimony.
I brought my laundry back to my room. The guard shut the door, and I heard it lock. Minutes later, I dropped to the floor with sharp pains in my heart. When I came to, 4 guards were beating on me.
Why were they beating you?
Apparently, my cell door was unlocked. I wouldn't know, because I think I was having a heart attack.
What a coincidence. Having a heart attack at the same time as the electronic door unlocking.
So what? What does having a heart attack have anything to do with an electronic lock?
I'll make you an offer you won't understand.
So, I see you have a pacemaker. You have heart problems?
Yeah, so?
Well, a pacemaker is an electronic device that's supposed to regulate the heart.
Well, it must be messed up.
Why would the defendant use mental powers to give himself a heart attack? I would like to call someone else to the stand. Number 2, I call the organic gardener to the stand. Prepare for testimonial questioning.
On what grounds? I need some sort of evidence.
Genetic engineer.
It says here that number 2 was a scientist before coming to prison.
A scientist of tremendous power, carefully combining life forms, genetically creating...
Just get on the stand without more talking. Stand up here.
Yeah, okay.
So, number 2, tell us your story.
Oh, not much to tell. I worked with Baron von Steemacher for a while, helping him surge in power, gaining more strength by the day, amassing unstoppable momentum. Then he kicked it. I fell in with the wrong crowd for a while. Bad stuff happened, and I was sentenced to electrocution. Genetic engineering is like nature.
Your file says you've been in the chair 7 times.
Yeah, I danced through death row 7 times, but every time the power goes out just before they flip the switch. Lucky me.
How convenient. So tell us all just what makes you so lucky.
Karma, power, charisma. Also, probably because of all my probational work, I'm really good with kids and smaller animals.
Isn't there something else at work here? Couldn't you have done it with your scientific acumen? Something involving... You told me that you'd grown potatoes of amazing power. Couldn't they control electronic devices?
Wow! How did fear never beat you?
A machine controlling potato. That seems like a stretch, Birdman.
Straight from his garden. That electrolyte-filled potato could work as a battery. In theory, it could power a remote-control device.
Yeah, he's grasping for straws. He ain't got no proof or no case. Just some talk about some device.
He's right. Without a device, you have no proof, Birdman. You have 1 hour to present the guard at the payphone with this device. Otherwise, the case will be thrown out. Woo-hoo.
So this whole prison thing is starting to get really annoying.
Really? Is it the stabbings in the showers or the total lack of freedom that's getting to you?
Well, this court thing in particular. The only way I can win this case so I can get out and become a lawyer again is by finding some device hooked into a potato.
Like the one Pixie and Dixie have?
What are you doing in my cell?
I came by to thank you for helping me take the garbage out and for clearing me at the trial.
Really? Wow. Wow, no one's ever given me counterfeit money before.
That stuff is like currency in here.
I thought cigarettes were like currency in here.
Whoa. Look at the rich lawyer with his talk of cigarette currency.
Pixie and Dixie have a potato device? I thought it was number 2's.
Oh, yeah. That guy makes the devices and sells them. But Pixie and Dixie have one in particular.
Where did you see this? I need to find it.
Number 2 hides them somewhere when he's not using them. Should I be telling you all of this? You know what? That's all you get. I know when to shut my mouth.
So, it's hidden somewhere in the prison. Hey guys, looking good, just standing there. Really tough and cool. I heard you have a potato device. How about I buy that off you? You want some money, little guys? You have change for 1,000? Okay. Keep the change. There it is! The potato remote device. I need to get this to the guard right away. Here it is. This time I'm sure of it. A remote control made from a potato.
That's it. Thanks, Birdman. I'll tell the warden that you can leave tomorrow under an overly oppressive supervisor.
Finally, now I can prove that I'm a licensed lawyer and clear my name. Well, I cleared everything up and have my law license back again. And I won 2 cases. Oh, this is about as good as it gets. Nothing could ruin this day. I like it. What is it?
Oh, just a little Time Warner IP I found on the internet. Amazing what comes up when you search Show You Weenie.
Yes, interesting.
Oh, I'll burn your copy. It won't cost you much.
R.I.A.A.
R.I.A.A.
Freeze, music pirate!
Oh, right, the music piracy. Hey, not in the face!
No one messes with my sidekick. Be gentle. He's just a boy, I think.
It'll never stick. Don't worry about me. I've got compadres on the inside.
You do what you can to raise them to be good kids. You never imagined they'd get involved in What's he being charged with exactly?
Caw-caw-caw! Caw-caw-caw!
Oh, right. Copyright infringement.
You don't need to be here. The Peanut has it all under control.
But you're in jail. Innocently accused of a crime you didn't commit. You'll get eaten alive in here.
Interesting. Oh, laundry's done? Great. Yeah, if you could just roll up the tights. No, not folded. Yeah, put them on my cot. So who's the firm sending to defend me? Potamus? Phil?
Avenger, to me!
So who's the firm sending to represent me?
I've called you all here today because you're all overpaid. But with the help of the latest in cloning technology, I've found an unending source of cheap recruits. Ha ha ha! Low, Dolly.
Wait, cloning people? Isn't that illegal?
Nope, looked it up. So long as I own the original, I can make up to 5 copies for my personal use.
But who have you cloned?
Who else? Me! Meet Phil Ken 2, Esquire, Junior, at law. It's a baby! How disappointing.
Oh, Daddy! A new brother! Or is he an uncle? Oh, no! I nearly blew my secret identity! Say something to cover up your mistake! Say something! That's disgusting!
Of course not. It's perfectly natural. Other than the cloning machine and me trying to breastfeed, I was hoping for something bigger. Oh, well.
Daddy! Damn it! I mean Phil! I'll save him! I never get to save anyone!
Well, back to the lab to find a way to make old little Phil grow a lot larger.
Oh, my little brother/uncle! Thank you, Avenger!
Give me the usual. Orange dreamsicle. Take me away.
Bad day?
Peanut's been arrested.
Huh. He was just in here last night. What were the charges?
Copyright infringement. Wait, he was in here last night? He's not old enough, I think.
That's not what the ID in his fanny pack says.
What could the RIAA have against Peanut? And what is the RIAA?
Recording Industry Association of America. Just last week they ran a spot check of MP3 players at the front door.
Why were they checking for MP3 players at a bar?
He slipped out the back window, ditched his fanny pack here before he left.
Do you still have his fanny pack?
Here you go.
Maybe I can find something on here to prove Peanut's innocence.
You did this!
What? What? What did I do?
I'm not sure. Yet.
Oh, nice. You have about as much respect for the law as our current administration. Perfect!
I'm sure I can come up with something.
I hear your young ward has been arrested. How unsurprising.
Now, what do you know about it? He's been charged with copyright violation. Sound familiar?
We're very careful here to get the proper paperwork filled out in triplicate before we duplicate anything that might be under copyright. After all, that's the law.
I'm sorry. Were you saying something?
Hold that thought. I had a reason to come in here. I think. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this, would you?
You come into my shop and insult me like this? This is the shoddiest craftsmanship I've ever seen. Get out!
Do you have Peanut's copies?
No! I mean, no. I have no idea where any copies of Peanut might be. Why would I? Oh, you mean the copies Peanut came in to have made? Yes, those I have. Do you have the stub?
Stub? Right here. Holy raw! These are resumes. Peanut? I'm supposed to be defending... Wait a minute. Me? What are you... I mean,
Me? Whatever. What are you/I doing? Defending the innocent, of course. Your Honor, I'm supposed to be the defense here.
It seems to me you are. Perfect. What's there to complain about?
But Harvey Birdman, too, Your Honor.
Oh, this is too rich. Beardless Birdman. How would you like to proceed?
I hear if you love something, you have to set it free.
Yeah, go with that.
So be it. Boo-woo.
But if he's the defender, then who's the prosecutor?
Let's see. Where, oh where could I find another attorney at such short notice? Where? Oh, yes. You!
But... I'll take the case.
Excellent. Evil twins facing off against one another for the soul of their young sidekick. Tell me that's not a hackneyed video game idea! Birdless Beardman, call your first witness.
I call Peanut. You can plead the fifth.
Fifth, sixth, whatever. Harvey will go easy on me. Won't you, big guy?
Peanut, have you ever violated the copyright laws of the U.S. government?
Define violate?
Just tell us what you were doing when the RIAA arrested you this morning.
Well, I was working in your office. It was just an ordinary day. I was playing a song from an adult animated cartoon on your computer. You seemed to enjoy it. When you asked me for a copy, the RIAA knocked down the door and hauled me away. I've never made illegal copies of copywritten material. I have far too much respect for artists.
What about that clip you played for me?
A gift from a friend? You know all about friends, right, Harvey? Friends don't prosecute you. I don't own any illegal copies of any songs that I know of.
Then how do you explain this?
I have never seen that. What is that? I've never seen that before my whole life.
I found this in your fanny pack at the birdcage.
Planet? See, that's not even my name on that ID. It says Mr. Johnson. Can I revise my testimony?
What the hell? Yeah, give it another roll.
I love my job. 7 and 7 is my home away from home. Sometimes I listen to music on my computer, but it's always a legitimate copy. Computers aren't just for video games. Okay, they're mostly for video games. I mean, who needs a 256 megabyte graphics card for word processing? That MP3 player is not mine, and that ID card is in some language I am unfamiliar with. Hola, mi amigo. ¿Dónde está el cuarto de baño?
It says here that you speak Japanese. Interestingly enough, the fake ID looks to have some Asian-looking language on it that might, in fact, be Japanese.
All right, you got me. It's mine.
Really? I mean, really? So you admit the songs on here are yours?
Why not? They're all legit.
What do you mean, legit?
All ripped from CDs I own.
Ah. What was the RIAA's case against you again?
Sorry, hate to break up the breathtaking testimony that you have going on here, but I have this, it's a thing that is a scheduling. It was from I'm actually very bored and I just want to leave. Adjourned until tomorrow.
I have an announcement to make. You remember my twin brother Bill, who founded 7 and 7 with me? Bill left to found another law firm, and it's a huge success. We've decided to pool our genes to make something larger than either of our parts. Ha ha! Firm growth!
You mean a merger?
No, I hate mergers. I mean, yes, that's it exactly.
What are you going to call the new company? 7 and 7-11?
That's a Roman numeral 2.
There you go, little fellas. Thanks, those things were driving me crazy. The name is Birdman, Harvey Birdman, number 2. How can I help you? Where's Peanut? What have you done with him? He's in his office. And why would you care anyway? You just spent the last day trying to find him guilty. I was just doing my... He has his own office? Wait! How did you get him out of jail? A simple writ of habeas corpus? Habeas whatis? What are you trying to pull? And will somebody tell me what the RIAA is? He's a valued member of our staff, a real talent. My Peanut? Who's in charge here? Bill Ken 7, of course. Bill's brother? And your boss-to-be. At least until the right sizing. What? What's more redundant than a double? Who says the doubles are better?
Pardon me? I hope I'm not disturbing anything.
Not at all.
Good, good. Just making sure that you receive the items I sent to you.
Ah, yes, thank you. There'll be a huge help in filing my injunction tomorrow. I am so screwed.
Do you validate?
Gigi, too, can take care of that for you.
Come here, Harry. Are we still on for dinner tonight, darling?
Glad to see you could all make it. Birdman, call your first... Wait! Make your first objection.
Objection!
Yes, now that you mention it, it does seem that the makeup of the jury has been changed. Talk about a jury of your peers. Mind swap! How fun this is. It's like human solitaire.
Oh, look at them. Look at all those wonderful birdmen. And those crests. You'd think they could spare just one.
Knock yourself out.
What? Why? Don't you need it?
I'm an attorney, a good one. What good are superpowers in a court of law?
Yes! Finally, I have the crest on Birdman's helmet. Yeah!
Hey, you can't just go and give that to him. Jealous that I don't need my crest? No, I just...
Oh, fine. You want to be the bird with the beard. Mind swap! Prosecution!
Your Honor, I'd like to call Bird Girl to the stand. Can you tell me why you copied Peanut's outfit?
Of course, because, wait, I didn't copy him.
Just look at you. Your clothes, your mask, your wings. You're the spitting image of Peanut.
That's not true. I copied Birdman.
Please elaborate.
I've been a fan of Birdman since I first laid eyes on him. I modeled my outfit after his. I got as close to it as I could. I even have the little bird crest thing.
So, you admit that you copied your outfit from Birdman. Who's the infringer now?
Birdman. Overruled.
Don't you have to wait until I actually object before you do that?
Just trying to save us all some time, but if you insist...
Your Honor, what does this have to do with the case? I'm trying to establish a pattern of disrespect for copyright laws within the Bird team. Why?
So he can prove that Peanut and Bird Girl are innocent victims of their supervisor's manipulations and pin the blame directly on that supervisor.
But I'm that supervisor. Exactly.
Yeah, see? Overruled!
But
No further questions. Your witness. I need to prove that Bird Girl did not plagiarize my costume. So you do? How did you duplicate that?
I couldn't. Well, not really. The crest is magical or just too high-tech or something. Anyhow, I couldn't copy it. Mine's just felt.
I felt her crest. Get it? Felt? Yeah? The crest thing doesn't work, but felt does.
So that's why you let X have the crest? It's worthless? Let the poor sap have his moment.
Whatever.
Your Honor, Bird Girl fabricated her own wings, crest, and costume as an homage, making her outfit wholly original and not a cheap knockoff copy of me. In addition, Peanut refuses to wear a suit, and he doesn't even have a bird crest, making him 20% different. Therefore, he is not in violation of copyright law.
Not you too. Him next to him there, right there. Gotcha. You're funny looking.
Your Honor!
Spoil sport? Where's the harm? They're all the same.
That's a problem, Your Honor. How can we have a fair trial when every member of the jury employs the defendant?
I see your point. Sustained. Court has adjourned until we can straighten out this mess. Bailiff, put these copies in a cage.
Your Honor?
Beard getting scratchy? Fine. Mind swap. Whoop!
Keep 'em coming, baby. That's right. Nothing stopping me tonight.
He had to be here.
You're here, huh? You're here, you're here, you're here. To bear witness to my ultimate victory.
Good for you. Congratulations on wresting my crest from me. Oh, wait. It's still there.
Oh, don't say that.
I didn't say anything.
You implied it. You implied that my crest is inferior to yours.
I never implied anything about your fake crest. If you're happy with settling for that, why, I'm happy for you.
You take all the fun out of everything.
I thought you wanted the crest.
Of course I want the one on your helmet, not some cheap copy. Oh, it's all the deadly duplicator's fault. If he hadn't tempted me with all those exquisite copies...
Wait, you mean the guy from the copy shop?
Of course I mean the guy... How many other copy-based villains do you deal with?
I thought Phil and his cloning machine... I gotta go. Can I help you? I'd like to speak to the deadly duplicator, please. I'm afraid he's not available right now. I know you're busy here, but I wonder if you might be able to let me know where I could find the deadly duplicator. You mean Elliot? Right. Just between one Birdman and another. Elliot, someone's here to see you.
It's Elliot. Everyone knows it is 2 L's and 2 T's. What do you want? We already have a Birdman of our own, thanks.
I got a Franklin Roosevelt here that says you want to tell me. You can buy something nice, like binoculars, a bicycle, or perhaps a biplane.
Fine! Give it! Seriously, Birdman, this is little more than simple logic. The copies are always inferior. A piece of hair or a smudge gets on the lens, and you have a serious mess on your hands. This Birdman copy probably won't hold up under stress.
I knew it. Now I just need to break him in court.
And with a flick of the wrist and a stroke of the pen, we will unite as one legal force of menacing justice.
We have to stop this. They'll fire us all and replace us with duplicates.
We keep the best, kill the rest. Survival of the fittest. Darwin with a 12 gauge.
But they're copies. They can't be as good, and I can prove it. I'll leg wrestle anyone from 7 and 7-Eleven right here and now.
Who wants some?
Or in court. Court's much better. I'll defeat Bill's Birdman in court.
All right, Birdman, you've got a deal. You win, and the merger's off.
All right, let's get this over with. Birdman, call your first witness.
But, Your Honor...
I hope you're not trying to suggest that I can't be a fair and impartial jury, Birdman.
I object.
Overruled. Wow, it's like living in THX.
For my first witness, I call myself. Well, the self who works for 7 and 7 too. Don't you mean Peanut?
It's his turn, his call. Come on down!
Tell us what you know about copies. Copies are just as good as the originals. If it wasn't for my beard, you couldn't tell us apart. Since when does being first mean you get to control everything? Are we in grade school? Is it fair for the person who holds the rights to the original to completely control the copy? Shouldn't the copy have some rights? Digital rights management is the crime. It keeps people from using their originals in the ways they would prefer. Not when they are $100 apiece. You are property, manufactured and sold. So who owns me? The person that paid for my cloning, or the person that made me? Let us see. I now call the deadly duplicator to the stand.
What do you want with me?
Just tell the court what you've been up to.
I'm undergoing an anger management course to help me channel my negative feelings into positive channels. I single-handedly made a number of copies of Harvey Birdman. Your opponent, the people in the jury yesterday, and even my assistant in the copy shop. My copies are nearly perfect. Few people can tell them from the originals. I strictly obey copyright laws when there are any to obey. We can't work with lawlessness.
The crest.
Then how do you explain this?
It's a crest. So?
It's a useless crest. It should be the source of superhero powers.
And your point is?
Your copies don't have any powers.
Prove it.
Taste the glowing end of justice. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'd like to request another attorney.
Where can I find another attorney on such short notice? Oh, yes! Birdman!
I'll take the case, I think.
You do that. But the court is only required to provide defense attorneys. So without a prosecutor, it looks like you win this one. Case dismissed. Woo.
Does this mean I won?
Isn't that what I just said?
So, is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes!
So, what the hell just happened back there? Did I win?
More like you've failed to lose. Oh, part of my master plan. Anyway, it's good to have you back, Peanut. I just hope you learned your lesson about copying music.
Yeah. If you're gonna illegally download music, make sure you use someone else's computer.
Peanut, I have a good feeling about today. The sun is out, people are happy, the birds are singing. You see?
Beep. Attention 7 and 7 employees. Until further notice, Phil will be taking his annual vacation. Beep.
But we just got this memo indicating that annual vacations have been suspended.
Beep. That's where he wrote the memo. The following is a pre-recorded message from Phil Ken 7. Beep.
How long's the trip?
Annual means year, Birdman. Which is, I don't need to tell you, a sun-baked sybaritic cocoa butter slathered eternity. Meaning, I need someone to take over while I'm gone.
Yes?
While I leave my roost, I'll need someone powerful to occupy the perch. A cock of the walk, if you will. Someone to keep this place soaring. To that end, I'll be handing over the reins for an entire year to everyone's favorite feathered fellow, Blue Falcone.
Falcone? What's he have that I don't?
Take a little look-see. Sexy accent, bikini moon timeshares in the Caymans, meaningful bond with Phil, and oh yeah, control over 7 and 7.
So, adios, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, dos Vidania, salute, and as they say in J-Town, sayonara.
You? Already? Where's Phil? Is this another trick?
I am afraid not, my feathered friend. But rejoice, for I am a beneficent ruler. You will see. Now, it is time for you to leave my presence.
Benevolent teeny ruler, huh? Then maybe you'd be willing to give a dedicated employee a bit of a raise.
All this I cannot do, but I can give you something.
Yes?
I give you... Make party!
Fine. I'm leaving.
I regretfully accept your resignation.
I'm not quitting. I'm just leaving. Your office.
But you just tendered the resignation, no?
Tender? I didn't tender anything. What does that even mean? You can't tender things.
I can tenderize anything.
I'm leaving. But not quitting.
I'll take the beef stroganoff.
Ooh, I think I'll try the sweet and sour tofu.
What is this stuff? Bathroom.
Come on, you. Almost. Yeah! Finally! I couldn't find the end of the toilet paper.
Oh, great work.
Harvey, did you get your stock? Blue Falcone, heck of a guy.
Stock? What stock?
Peanut and I got shares of 7 and 7 stock, didn't you?
I didn't get stock. Can I see it?
Sure. Hold on a few minutes.
Stand by for a message from Blue Falcone. A Birdman to my office, please.
So, you may be wondering why you have been summoned. Let me tell you.
Actually, I wanted to ask you something. What happened to the cafeteria food?
You are not happy with the food?
No to both. I'm not happy, and that's not food.
Oh, that is too bad. You see, I have had to make certain cutbacks.
So why are you making cutbacks? Is the company in danger?
I didn't want to worry anyone, but yes, we need to make sacrifices just to keep the doors open.
Is there anything I can do?
But of course, you are our most trusted employee. I need you to hire 3 lawyers for a special case coming up. The best you can find.
But if we're in financial trouble, should we be hiring expensive lawyers?
This is not a full-time job, Birdman. I just need the best lawyers for this one case. I am counting on you.
3 lawyers? Easy. I know just where to find them.
Good luck, Birdman. If you succeed in this, I will deposit a bonus in your bank account.
Freezoid! How's Freezoid, Zarek, and Scon treating you?
Harv! Could be better. Zarog keeps cranking the heat, and Scon is constantly calling in sick.
Hey, just thinking off the top of my head, but what would you think about trying a case for 7 and 7?
Well, it kind of doesn't make sense for me to leave my own law firm for a case. On the other hand, my electricity bill's insane, so I might consider the offer if my office was conditioned to a comfortable 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, I could do that. I think. I'll let you know. Potamus said you guys got company stock?
Yep.
Can I see it?
You can have it.
Oh, Peanut, that's incredibly generous of you.
It's a fake.
A fake?
Don't spend it all in one place.
Falcone's up to something. I can feel it. Peanut, are you ready to crack Falcone's plan wide open?
I'm kind of reading here.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Bird Girl around?
Utility closet.
Thanks. Falcone's up to something. I can feel it. Peanut, are you ready to crack Falcone's plan wide open?
I'm kind of reading here.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Bird Girl around?
Utility closet.
Thanks. Bird Girl!
Shh! There are spies everywhere.
There are spies in the utility closet? Isn't he always in here?
Look, I think Falcone is selling off the company piece by piece and pocketing the money.
I knew it.
Yeah, I already have Inch High looking into it for me.
I need to get Falcone out of Phil's office for a little while. There are a few things I need from there.
I can take care of that. Let's go!
Attention Daddy's employees. I mean, employees of 7 and 7. It's 3:17, so now it's time to party! This is Judy, not Bird Girl. Party!
Bird Girl did it. Her party will pull Falcone out of his office, giving me a chance to snoop around.
doing in there?
Am I glad to see you? I've been on stakeout for a while now as a favor to Bird Girl.
You find anything?
Yeah, I found these receipts. It appears that a Blue Falcone recently purchased 100,000 tubes of Bronzolux tanning creme.
These receipts might come in handy. Thanks. Hey, you mind coming with me? I need you for one more thing.
Sure, but I ride in the coat pocket.
What you doing in there?
Am I glad to see you? I've been on stakeout for a while now as a favor to Bird Girl.
You find anything?
Yeah, I found these receipts. It appears that a Blue Falcone recently purchased 100,000 tubes of Bronzolux tanning creme.
These receipts might come in handy. Thanks. Hey, you mind coming with me? I need you for one more thing.
Sure, but I ride in the coat pocket.
Volturo! Funny seeing you here.
I was on my way to meeting Mother over at the Cheesecake Stockade. Well, it is my birthday, after all.
Hey, what would you think about trying one case for 7 and 7?
Laughable. You couldn't afford me.
Well, what would it take?
Well, it is my birthday, after all. Perhaps a present could persuade me. Hmm? A gift for me? How appropriately delightful. A Birdman, you have yourself a deal.
Really? That's it? Okay, go on up to the cafeteria.
Beautifully tiny, Birdman.
Reducto?
How did you get this number?
You gave it to me. Look, I know you're employed by Freezoid, but I was wondering, if you'd be interested in trying a case for 7 and 7?
Interesting prospect. Joining forces, coming together, reducing the competition, giving everyone else the tiniest of chances.
Well, sure.
Here it is, Birdman. I will temporarily join your firm if you can show me something of minute interest.
That's it?
I will await in your office with anticipation. So, hand it over. Do you have it?
Oh, right. You wanted something that I think would impress you.
Missed it by an inch.
What about this guy? He's really small.
That thing again. He's so perfectly itsy-bitsy. Get him out of my sight! You win, Birdman. I'll work on your case.
So, I hired Freezoid, Volturo, and Reducto for the case. 3 of the best lawyers I could find, just like you asked.
It seems so strange that you would follow such orders.
Well, you told me. I mean, for the firm.
Exactly. While I am sitting here trying to run this firm, you are off padding your bank account with the dreams of our employees.
I think you're slightly confused here.
Not at all, Birdman. You are being charged with embezzling money from 7 and 7.
Embezzling?
Yes, stealing money from the firm. We have your current bank accounts which prove this.
We?
The lawyers you just hired are for the case of 7 and 7 versus Birdman. We will see you in court!
Guys, a 3-against-1 prosecution team? Against Birdman? Hardly necessary.
Your Honor, we've been hired to try Birdman on the grounds that he's been stealing money from 7 and 7.
But I'm innocent.
Your call. Examination of the defendant.
So, Harvey, you declare your innocence, but let me declare the following evidence to the court. Your current bank statement and this invoice from a local auction house.
Your Honor, this invoice was signed by a Harvey Birdman and included all transactions made with the auction house.
And this bank statement?
It shows a larger-than-normal deposit made to Harvey Birdman's bank account.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, with this evidence we conclude that Birdman sold the items to be auctioned, depositing the swollen earnings in his own turgid bank account where it grew very, very large indeed.
Speak.
Don't I get to examine the evidence?
Why not? It might be your last time as a free man. 5-minute break!
Maybe I should let Reducto know that Blue Falcone isn't planning on paying any of them.
Beautifully timed. Hello?
Hey, it's Harvey. Listen, I don't think Falcone is planning to pay any of you for this case.
What? Wait a second. This is a trick, isn't it? Thought yourself clever, eh, Birdman?
No, I just...
Your plan failed, Birdman. But just to be sure, I will reduce this prosecution team to a more manageable size. Ah! Done!
Okay, I guess that works. Freezoid, I feel I should warn you about Falcone.
Okay, nice play, Harv, but stop. I know what you're doing.
You do?
You're trying to turn us against each other, stirring the pot up. Well, it's a good try, but it's not going to work.
But that wasn't what I was doing at all.
Whatever. But I will keep my eye on Reducto.
Got him! And then there were 2. All righty then, breaks over. Have any questions, Birdman?
This invoice is so small. I can't read any of it.
You have a problem with things that are small, Birdman?
I just want to be able to read it. Oh, I can. This name signed at the bottom isn't mine. It says, Senor Antonio de Rivera Garcia Azul.
Oh, does it now? And who would that be?
Senor Antonio de Rivera Garcia Azul is the full name of Blue Falcone.
Names? Facts? What do they prove?
Your Honor, I'd like to call Blue Falcone to the stand.
Just need to reach out and grab him with mind-takery. Add this file box to evidence. Does the prosecution want to examine the defendant?
Is that me now?
Yes, bingo.
About time. Whew. Prepare for a not-so-healthy slathering of justice. Tell the court what you've done since taking over 7 and 7.
Of course. The first thing I did was look over the accounting records. I quickly noticed that 7 and 7 was heading towards bankruptcy. I made it my mission to keep the firm afloat by selling off some unused assets. I would hate for Mr. Phil to come back from his vacation to a ruined empire.
So, you admit to being the one that sold assets to the auction house.
Yes, I do. I sold everything that I deemed useless. It was all just garbage collecting dust.
So, would you consider copy machines, filing cabinets, desks, computers, and toilets as useless?
Of course, if it means to save the firm. Sacrifices must be made.
But how will we work in this kind of environment?
That is why we must also make some pay cuts.
Pay cuts? Who is getting a pay cut?
So far, I have had to cut the pay of Potamus, Peanut, and Bird Girl. Everyone else has been laid off.
But Peanut and Potamus seem content.
Ah, see. I supplemented their pay reduction with 7 and 7 stocks. In the end, all is fair.
Is this what you are handing out? This fake stock certificate?
Fake, you say? But I copied it from a real one.
You crossed out Phil 7 and wrote in Peanut.
Okay, let me try this one more time. I noticed that 7 and 7 was nearly bankrupt. By firing most of the staff, enforcing pay cuts, and selling useless assets, I managed to add some time before its demise. All of the money I have saved is going back into the firm to pay myself and key personnel.
So, just how much do you make during this crisis?
Just enough to pay for a humble living and send some money to my family.
And, that's it?
That is it.
So, how do you explain these? Receipts detailing the purchase of 100,000 units of Bronze Deluxe cream.
Huh? Those? Well, you see, I just, I mean, what I was going to do was very simple. Objection! Is all of this really necessary? All my client/boss wants to do is keep the dreams of 7 and 7 alive. So maybe he bought a few tubes of this tanning creme. Is that a crime?
It was 100,000 tubes!
I agree. We don't know for certain where the money came from, and we have yet to determine a motive.
Correct. Unless Birdman can reveal to the court why Blue Falcone would want to disassemble 7 and 7, I'll have to request the case be thrown out.
I was going to say that!
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But you already did! This is better than Sweeps Week! But I do have to agree with Stan. Harvey, you need to prove motive!
I thought I did. I mean, he bought 100,000 tubes of tanning cream.
Birdman, we found the final piece of evidence you need to slam this case!
This looks like plans for Blue Falcone to start his own tanning salon business. Ha! He was embezzling to get the funds to start his own company.
This is preposterous. You cannot prove any of this. In fact, I have been in contact with Mr. Phil this whole time about the new 7 and 7 tanning salon. We have exchanged many emails and, how do you say it, IMs? This whole law thing just does not have much of a future.
You just made your final mistake. I can prove everything. Hopefully. Behold this copy of Phil's vacation plans. It says right here that the island he's staying on doesn't have computers or telephones. So there's no way to send him an instant message.
Objection. No, let the Birdman have his victory.
You admit that you were the one selling off 7 and 7 for personal gain?
Yes. You have defeated me honorably. I graciously turn myself over to the compassions of the court.
But why do all of this to 7 and 7?
Oh, I wanted to make a lot of money quickly and be my own boss. It's not that hard to figure out. Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Look at you, Birdman, winning a case. Now everybody out! I've got rehearsal tonight with the band.
So that just about does it.
Way to go, Birdman! It makes me proud to be a member of the Bird Team.
Yeah. Me too.
Me too.
See, me too.
Trouble in the tropics. I have to sell everything to make money fast. Ha ha! Liquid assets. Seriously, you're all fired.
Birdman, get in here. Back off.
C-R-E-S-T.
Everyone! No touchy-touchy, capiche?